What's up guys, it's Alex, the Aussie Gamer Chick here, and today I want to just talk to you guys about Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. So just quickly, before we jump into this video, if you guys do go on to enjoy this, I'd love it if you hit that like button, and if your YouTube and your Twitter is connected and your like ends up in my Twitter feed like this one here, I will be following a few of you guys on Twitter. Alright, let's jump into this video. So today I wanted to give you guys my thoughts, just sort of casually talking to you guys about my thoughts so far on Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Now I know a lot of people have had their doubts on Call of Duty since Ghosts and maybe since Black Ops 2, maybe even before that, so I thought I'd give you guys my thoughts. Maybe it might help you decide whether you do or do not want to buy it. Maybe there's a Christmas present that you're thinking of getting, who knows. So let's jump into the campaign first. Campaign, I pretty much gave up on campaign in the Call of Duty games after MW2, I guess, I don't know. But yeah, this Call of Duty campaign, to me, feels like any other Call of Duty campaign. Although I do have to say, the cutscenes and the actual story to it, I actually have been enjoying. But it's just like the gameplay aspect of the campaign that just seems like any other Call of Duty campaign. You know, it's your typical, just kill everyone that's in your way, and you have to get to from point A to point B. You might need to pick up a bomb and explode something here and there, who knows, but it's all pretty much the same thing. So for me, campaign, I haven't actually finished it yet. I probably won't finish it because it's really not that interesting to me. Although the story and cutscenes I have actually been watching, apart from the other Call of Duty games where I just skipped them, I have actually been watching the cutscenes, but it's not enough to keep me going on campaign. So that's my thoughts on campaign. Now let's jump over to survival. So I've spent a lot of time on survival because I wanted to finish it and get to the end and do the zombie round and all that. As you guys probably know if you watched my previous video. Now for me, survival is very repetitive. Now it's not just, waves of enemies. Like, obviously it is waves of enemies, but I know with some games it's just like the same enemy and there's just more of them each round. But this one, there's different objectives sometimes. So sometimes you actually have to defend a hard point and you have to actually stay in the hard point while killing enemies, which definitely puts a spin on it. There's also things like defusing bombs, collecting dog tags, those sort of objectives mix things up a little bit sometimes. So the survival is fun if you're playing with friends and you're just having a good laugh. I was having a lot of fun playing with my friends Nick, or Stab Stabbies, Mike, and my little brother. So it's definitely fun for a little bit, but the amount of rounds that I did, it was a crazy amount to get to the zombie round, so I found it pretty repetitive after a while. Now let's jump over to multiplayer, which I'm sure most of you probably will spend most of your time in. Multiplayer, for me, I'm having actually a lot of fun in. As you guys probably know, I was not a huge fan of Ghost. I stopped playing Ghost in November of the year it was released. I only played like a couple weeks of it and then I gave up on it. But I am enjoying Call of Duty Advanced Warfare multiplayer. I'm really liking the jetpack and the sort of speeds and the exosuit in general. I thought I was a bit worried about it and I thought it would actually ruin the whole game, but I'm actually having fun with it and it is changing things up a bit in multiplayer. There is all sorts of levels now in multiplayer. I know there's levels in the other Call of Duties, you can go up on the second story of a building or whatever, but for the most part, everyone was in your range of sight. In this game, you really do need to look up or look down depending on where you are, and I don't know, for me that's definitely difficult. It brings a level of difficult to it, which is good because Call of Duty is just, your typical shooter otherwise. And mastering the exosuit, which I haven't quite done yet. I usually forget to use its abilities sometimes, but mastering it, and I think once you do master it, it brings a whole new game to it. Now I've pretty much played most of the game types. I've been smashing out a lot of hardpoint. I really love hardpoint. But yeah, so momentum or uplink, they're fun. I prefer uplink more than momentum, but the original game types, or the game types that we played before, I am usually going back to. None of the new game types have really captured me. So overall, I am enjoying multiplayer so far. It's only been about a week, so who knows, maybe in a month I will be completely over it and I will hate it. I don't know, I'll let you guys know if that happens, but so far I've gotten way past where I got in Call of Duty Ghosts. I believe I only got to like rank 20 in Call of Duty Ghosts. So far I've nearly got to my first prestige in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, so that's a good sign. There are some downsides to the multiplayer though, I have to say, especially in Hardpoint for me. Well, in particular, one of these things have stood out to me because I do play Hardpoint so much, is the spawning is absolutely terrible in Hardpoint. It is just an absolute mess. It's just, the game spawns you as close as it can to the hardpoint, so it really doesn't matter where the enemies are, it's just spawning you there. So multiple times I've been spawned like right in front of an enemy or right behind an enemy, and it's just terrible. I'm not quite sure if that's a huge issue in the other game types. As I mentioned, I have been spending a lot of my time in Hardpoint, but that's definitely one of the things that I have to mention. Also, I feel like the guns, I don't know, I don't see many variations to the guns. A lot of people are using assault rifles. I'm using an assault rifle because it's the only sort of guns that I can seem to use well in this game. Maybe I need to spend like a good solid amount of time using a submachine gun or a sniper, but the assault rifle just naturally was able to be used in this game for me. I know for Black Ops 2 I usually gravitated towards the submachine guns, but I could use a whole range of other guns. With this one I really can't use any other guns apart from assault rifles. But again, that might change in time. So yeah, they're just my initial thoughts on Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. I'd love to know your thoughts on Call of Duty Advanced Warfare in the comments below. I'd love to know also if you guys would recommend this game to other people or if you wouldn't recommend it. So if you have the game, would you recommend other people buy it if they're looking to buy it, and why? Or would you not recommend they buy it, and why? I'm asking this because for me personally, I usually judge whether I want to buy a game or not because of what my friends and fellow people that like similar games are judging the game by, not, you know, official reviews of the game. So I'm guessing, you know, a lot of you guys in the comments might have similar tastes as you are here for a Call of Duty, review or first impressions look of the game. You might have similar tastes in games, so if you guys are all enjoying Advanced Warfare, then maybe people that are on the edge, they might enjoy it too. Anyway, that was a really a long and way more difficult explanation of that than it really needed to be, but yeah, recommend or not recommend in the comments below. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I mentioned at the start of the video, if you did, hit that like button, that'd be absolutely amazing. And if you're new and you liked this video, I'd really love it if you subscribe and join this family of nearly 10,000 of us. That would be absolutely amazing. But yeah, that's it for me today, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow for Halo Master Chief Collection. Look out for that one. Alright, bye.